This is a fun one because it has always been a part of Islam. Hey everyone, it's Casper, and welcome back to Hidden History, where we take a look at history from the Middle Eastern or Islamic world that we may not have had the opportunity to learn about here in the West. Today I want to talk about Islamic socialism and specifically zakat. Now, before we talk about zakat, I want to talk about Islamic socialism as a whole because it has manifested in many ways in Islam, both throughout history and currently. One of the most famous ways is through Kaseki sultans created a library slash school slash mosque slash kitchen for the needy that lasted for over 500 years from the public funds sourced from 27 different Palestinian towns, built in the heart of Jerusalem, existing and open to this day. Oh my god, we did a whole video on her. Please check out the deep dive in the earlier Hidden History episodes. But zakat itself more generally is something I think could better describe this across all of Islamic culture. Zakat is a financial term at its root, and it dictates that any Muslim individual should donate a portion of their yearly income to charitable causes. Zakat is mandatory for all Muslims in almost every Muslim country. It's even considered a form of worship. Giving away money to the poor in Islam is said to purify your yearly earnings that are over and above what is required to provide you and your family for your essential needs. It is based on income and the value of possessions. And to get into some numbers, the common minimum amount, for those who qualify of course, is around 2.5% or 1/40th of a Muslim's total earnings and savings and wealth. Also, to protect poor Muslims, zakat is not obligatory for those whose wealth has fallen below a certain level, or otherwise known as underneath a poverty line of some type. It's so important, it's one of the 5 main pillars of Islam: declaration of faith, prayer, fasting during Ramadan, the Hajj pilgrimage, and zakat. It's so compulsory for Muslims. It's even different entirely from another type of charitable giving called sadaqah, which is voluntary charitable giving. But who gets zakat? Like, who receives zakat? Poor, the needy, struggling Muslim converts, back in the day enslaved peoples, individuals in debt even, soldiers fighting to protect the community, or even those stranding during their travels, even and especially during a long Hajj. Even the collectors of zakat are compensated for the work that they do too. So I guess I would argue that it's kind of built in. It may not be as fleshed out or as defined as the modern political structure itself, but of all the 3 Abrahamic religions, I would comfortably argue it's the most receptive to modern socialism and tends to even have the most concentration of socialists in it in this day and age. I mean, even among Palestinian people, there are Palestinian Marxists who tend to wear the red and white keffiyeh as opposed to the red and black keffiyeh that's much more traditional and much more frequently seen. So the whole spectrum is there, from socialism to communism, and obviously in our current day and age, capitalism, unfortunately. Let's just hope that capitalism doesn't poison Islam like it has done everywhere else. So as always,